Previously on Sealed Only.
Today we are actually going to be opening up 12 packs of Lightning Over. I challenge you, Scrap Raptor, Diviner of Herald. Oh my god, dude. This is going to help our deck so much. So we got 7 wins, meaning that we can bring $80 into our YGOHSA. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is fucking expensive.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy ThePokéMonarch and welcome back to Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenge Mode. Today we are going to be opening up a bit of a variety of products. Here we have Maximum Gold that cost us $25 out of our weekly allotment. And then right here we have 2 packs of Lightning Overdrive, $4 a piece, so that's $8, bringing us to a total of $33 out of our 40. Finally, I found these randomly, but hopefully we can pull the one common, I think it is, that we're looking for out of it. Spell Ruler. It was a $7 pack at Rite Aid, and yeah, I just picked it up, but yeah. That's $40 worth of product. Let's go ahead, crack it open, and hopefully we can pull some good stuff. Right now, out of Maximum Gold, we're looking for hand traps and things like that. Maybe Infinite Impermanence, possibly an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I'm actually really hoping for an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring because that would really help us not having to open up 3 Dual Devastators in order to get one. But let's go ahead and crack this open if we can get through this tape. Where did I put those scissors at? You know, I actually had a box cutter right next to me, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and open up these tabs a little bit because they're always kind of tricky to get past. And I don't want to damage any of the cards in here. So we have 4 packs of Maximum Gold to crack open. Really hoping for an Ash Blossom. We also have 2 Lightning Overdrives, and we're gonna crack this out of the plastic. And we are actually in this pack looking for a Upstart Goblin. So we'll probably open Spell Ruler last. It's a really old set, and I don't know, I just have nostalgia opening those up. Let's go ahead and go into a Maximum Gold first. Number 87, Queen of the Night. Another Monster Reborn. That's not something we really needed. Condemned Witch. Barrier Statue of the Drought and Cosmo Dark Destroyer with Lady Debug and Hey Trunade. Let's go into another Maximum Gold real quick. Might as well, right? So, we have Trade-In. Magical Meltdown. Fire Formation Gyoku, Transcode Talker, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, House Dragon Maid, and Set Rotation. I'm going to open up one of these Lightning Overdrives. Hopefully we pull something we need this week. We could totally like bomb on these, but we have DDD, Super Sight, King Zero Maxwell. I don't know how to pronounce that. Amaze Attraction, Majestic Merry-Go-Round, S-Force Dog Tag, and Rank Up Magic Zexal Force. Really the only thing we're actually looking for is the Diviner of Herald. Hopefully we can pull that. I mean, yeah, really want to pull that card. White Stone of Ancients, Eater of Millions, Miracle Contact, and Elder Entity. We could totally use this card if we ever get Diviner of Herald. That'd be cool. Cosmo Town. I'm just gonna put that aside for now. Link Karibo and Terraforming. Let's go ahead and open up the other Lightning Overdrive real quick. Here we have AI Challenge You, Paleozoic, that card I can't pronounce, and Kill Frost. Alright. So, we're not going to get the Diviner of Herald this week. Maybe we can get something good out of this last pack of Maximum Gold. We have Dragon's Mirror, Drowning Mirror Force, Artifact Lancia. That's actually nice to get another copy of that. Cyber Dragon Core, Unexpected Die, and Zodiac Chakanine. Alright, well, we didn't really get anything we needed immediately, but that Elder Entity is pretty good. So, for Spell Ruler, we have Kotodama, Liquid Beast, Fairy Hand Mirror, Guardian of the Throne Room, Giant Rat, Dark Zebra, Gaia Power, Lumio Spark, and it's a spell card. Chain Energy. Alright, so no Upstart Goblin for us. Oh well. We can probably end up using the Lancia in our side deck. The Elder Entity is gonna be in limbo for now until we can maybe hopefully pull a Diviner of Herald. But the deck profile is basically gonna stay the same this week. Let's jump into those duels.
In duel number 1, we are going against Vinny, Vinai, whatever. He's a random off EDO pro. And we go first. We summon out Alpha. We go into our Link Karibo. And we use our Alpha to pop our Zeta, or tribute it, technically. We use Zeta to tribute Ben 10. And we go into Mubeta Fafnir. This guy has no hand traps, so really no way around what we're doing. We go into the standard combo where we end up with a Herald of the what's it called, Ultimateness, and he just forfeits right there. In duel number 2, our opponent goes first, brings out Dominance Guy, I guess is his name. We use Infinite Impermanence, and he brings out Dark Law. So he uses Malicious, brings out another Malicious, and he ends up going into Cross Guy, and he uses the effect of his Shadow Mist, brings out his Malicious again, and sets a card face down. Now it's our turn, and he uses D Tactics, and Draw Guy comes out. We both draw a card, and he discards a card from my hand. There was nothing I could do from that point because I couldn't use the graveyard, so we go ahead and forfeit. Can it be? Do we finally get a duel number 3 on EDO Pro? We activate our field spell card, and he just kind of lets his time run out, which is unfortunate because I did set the time a little bit higher than usual, so I had to wait a very long time. But I wanted this win. Match number 2, we activate our Drytron Nova against our opponent. We go into Link Karibo, use Alpha to send Zeta. Zeta sends Ben 10. And we get to add the Medionis and the Ultimateness. We go into Fafnir, and they don't have a hand trap for us, which is very lucky on our part because we usually get choked up on that Mubeta Fafnir play. Moving forward, we just go and pretty much full combo here. We bring out the Ultimateness, go into Vanity's Ruler as a tribute summon, and our opponent can't really do anything. He just Pot of Extravagances, we negate it, and then he summons out his monster, attacks us directly, but we make its attack 0, and they disconnected from us. So that's another match win, I guess. So in match number 3, our opponent goes first, brings out Magician's Shoals, uses Dark Magic Circle, and then he's able to bring Oracle Mahad to hand, goes into Verti Anaconda, and we just effect Veiler that. So he sets a Pendulum Scale, sets a monster face down, and passes turn. We Alpha, then we Zeta, and we go into our Mubeta Fafnir. We just basically do the same combo as much as we possibly can in this deck. That's like our basic combo we need to have. But we just end up going into Vanity's Ruler. So he sets a trap and passes turn, and now we have multiple plays that we can do. We go into Alpha, we go into Zeta, we use Gamma, and we have a full field of monsters at this point. We go into Nightmare Phoenix, we pop his back row, we use Eva to add 2, and then we go into Unicorn, we go into Access Code, and they surrender. Now it is our second duel against the same player, and they just surrender because their hand isn't very good. So that's another match win for us. Match number 4. We negate the effect of their Alistair. They go ahead and go into Almirage. They use the Deer Servant. And they bring Ecclesia to hand. Ecclesia is summoned, adding the Fleur de Lis, I believe. Or no, it adds the Dogmatica punishment, I think. Anyway, we go ahead and use Fafnir to add Nova. Use Nova to summon out Zeta. And Zeta brings out Linkuriboh. Zeta summons itself, sending Ben 10, and we add Meteorus Drytron and Herald of Ultimateness, and Alpha is activated. We go into Fafnir, which gets negated by Fleur de Lis. We go ahead and Meteorus Drytron into our Herald of Ultimateness, ending on a 3k booty, and our opponent goes into attack position, attacks our monster, and we turn its attack to 0. So, they go ahead and bring out Alistair, we negate it. We use Eva to add back 2, and we negate the effect of their Dogmatica punishment because our Dragon Boy is really powerful, and we did not get another duel against this person, so that's 4 match wins for us. Match numero 5. I go first. We are having a Drytron versus Cyber Dragon duel. So, we summon out Alpha, we summon out Zeta, and we're able to use Ben 10 to add Ultimateness, and we go into the Meteorus Drytron, Ben 10, and we go into Gamma. Gamma brings out Zeta, and we Meteorus again, bringing out Ultimateness, and we have our Linkuriboh. So they use their Cyber Emergency, and then they use their Lightning Storm. We Ultimateness their monster, and Eva brings 2 to our hand. We Ultimateness their monster, and we Ultimateness their next monster, and they set 2 pass. Now it's our turn. They use Cybernetic Overflow, and we negate that as well. They were typing in the little comment box. Basically, they were like, I was hoping I got rid of all of your fairies, but luckily I did have that Diviner in hand. Duel number 2, they draw into Double Droll, and we use Fafnir, Nova, and we go into Linkuriboh, Alpha, Gamma. We go into our Fafnir, Mu Beta Fafnir. We get to end up on a pretty decent board playing through a Droll, honestly. They go into Core, and they use our monsters to make Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So at this point, it's looking pretty lackluster for us. They go into their Galaxy Soldier, it adds another one, and they're able to get a Cyber Dragon to hand. They summon out another Galaxy Soldier, and we basically just surrender because they're going to bring out Infinity, and we're not going to be able to do anything next turn. Thanks. Duel number 3, we make our opponent go first. So they go into Machine Duplication on their Cyber Dragon monster, bringing out 2 more Cyber Dragons. They go into Almirage, then Nova, then Infinity with a Cyber Dragon on the field. They go into their Cyber Emergency. They use Infinity to suck up their monster, and now it's our turn. We use Cyber Emergency, we grab our Zeta, we use Zeta, and we add our Meteorus Drytron. From there, we are able to go into Delta, then move it to Fafnir, and so far he hasn't negated anything. He goes to negate with Meteorus Drytron, and we go ahead and add it back to hand. We bring out our big 4K beefy boy, and then we are able to bring out Vanity's Ruler. We attack over his Cyber Dragon Infinity, over his Cyber Dragon, and hit him with 2500 direct. Now it's our opponent's turn, and they surrender because there was nothing they could do. They probably should have negated something earlier on, but I understand that they wanted to hit a major choke point. But honestly, good game. Match number 6, we are going against Prank Kids, I believe. So we go into our normal play, we go for Linkuriboh, then Gamma and Alpha, and we go into Mu Beta Fafnir. We get Effect Veilered, unfortunately, and we just pass turn from there. Next, our opponent activates their card, and we negate their Prank Kids place, and they actually get rid of our Eva, so we can't get more negates into our hand. They go into Lampsies. They have, I believe that's Do. They go into Rocket Ride. And we lose 500. And they attack over our monster, but we go into Linkuriboh. So now it is going to be our turn. And they ran out of time. After that, they didn't want to duel anymore, so they just forfeit. Which is unfortunate because they did have the upper hand against us. But, I mean, a win's a win. In the next duel, we are going against a Monarch deck, and we activate Drytron Nova, and they just go ahead and forfeit. Like I said, I'm just keeping these in because I want you to see what I'm dealing with. When you go on EDO Pro Competitive, you should be expecting a different ranking of competitor, but unfortunately we don't have that. We have little crybabies that like to disconnect whenever they feel like they're at a disadvantage. So it is what it is. Yeah, I don't even know. I have a strong distaste for people that just quit on EDO Pro. But in any case, let's go ahead and go into the last duel. We have 7 wins in a row. Let's go ahead and see if we can get 8. In our final duel for this episode, we are going against a random player off EDO Pro again. And they are playing Sky Striker. They bring out their Kagari and Kaina. And they bring a token out with their drones. They go into Verte Anaconda, and they use Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So, we use Cyber Emergency, add the monster to our hand. We go into Delta, and we are able to draw a card. We go into Alpha, Zeta. Meaningless Drytron is activated, but it gets Ghost Belled. So we use Preparation of Rites, which gets negated by the Dragoon. At this point, we are able to use the Meteonis, and our opponent surrenders that first duel. So in duel number 2 of the last match, this hand looks insanely different from what we had prior. They have no Sky Striker cards in their hand, and they just go ahead and actually, we went first, and we had nothing to do in our hand, so we just went ahead and let them go, and they didn't draw into any of their Sky Striker stuff. Just looks like a plain old Dark Magician deck. So, at this point, we just go into a Linkuriboh and attacking for 300, and they set one of their Dark Magician trap cards and pass turn. We go into our Effect Veiler, bringing out our Huck of Fibrax, and this is not something that we get to do often, but I thought it would be a lot better of a strategy, but unfortunately he didn't draw into any of his Sky Striker stuff, so we didn't have enough spell and traps on the field and in the graveyard in order to use Celine's effect, but we just attacked directly, and they just basically forfeit because there was nothing they could honestly do at this point. They had a Nibiru, we weren't going to summon enough. They had a Droll and Lockbird, we weren't adding to our hand very much. And a plain old Dark Magician. And we Ghostbelled their Eternal Souls. So, we won 8 duels in a row. That's another $100 into our YGOHSA. Thank goodness. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed those duels. And I'll catch you in the end. Well, I don't have much to say at the end of this video, other than I'm thinking we're going to jump back into Genesis Impact. It's been a wild ride, but I think we're finally ready to start looking for our Novas again. Luckily, we have plenty of YGOHSA to go around, $360 saved up, plus our $40 for next week. So I'll catch you next time, when we'll be opening up some Genesis Impact. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video as always, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content like this. Also, don't forget to watch Building on a Budget, my next Yu-Gi-Oh journey, and my sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh journey. Have a great day, and thanks again. I'll catch you next time.